Somebody was watching a video of me from over 10 years ago, and they said he seems so sprite and normal here. They think the mega regimen of psychiatric medications and my social isolation and my solitary fantasy land, and they think I've just developed neurological damage, I've been rendered a vegetable mind. They've witnessed a change in me. I've fried my brain, and I'm like, hey, look at people change. Could the pharmacological medications have fried my brain? Maybe. Maybe I have brain rot. Maybe I have neurological damage. I went to a neurologist. They haven't diagnosed me as such. But, regardless if pharmacologically my brain got fried by Dr. Coblin, that's up for debate. But, also, I've sat in solitude, I've had hardly any interpersonal relationships. That's bound to change somebody, And my parents weren't giving me encouragement. They were telling me what a loser and a burden I was. I didn't have romance. So, I've changed since over 10 years ago. Hell, I bet you if you watched a video 10 years prior to that, before I started running, some people think the lack of hydration from my running years could have caused neurological damage too, and maybe even caused... who knows? People change. Hey, look at Donald Trump, the President of the United States of America. If you look at videos of Donald Trump from the 1980s, he just seems sharper, more with it, discerning. The same is true for Joe Biden. When he's younger, his cognitive functioning they seem different. If you watch videos of people from many years ago, they seem different than they are present day. People change. People aren't the same. People grow. People evolve. Sometimes for the worse, So, don't act like I'm Syd Barrett or Brian Wilson of the Beach Boys, with neurological damage. Don't act like, the Deftones. You've watched a change in me, and you've watched me, become I'm not chemically lobotomized. I'm on hardly any medication at the moment, but I've become a vegetable mind, People change, People get older. People aren't the same as they were 10, 20, 30 years ago, That's just life.